the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for spending Sunday evening with us. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Now here's Holiday, and he drives in. It's tipped. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. And what a wild ride last season for the Warriors, Tim.
Well, it was a roller coaster. They started out hot out of the gate, then they faded, falling all the way to the 11th seed at one point in the West. Then the Jimmy Butler trade righted the ship and got them back in the playoffs.
It's George on the wing. Pass to Green. The kick out, Curry, who is stolen by Lillard. Here's Sharp. Oh, he misses the wide open dunk. And here's Curry for three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And if you let Curry get that shot off, you might as well ring it up.
There's a screen by Kamara. Outside Holiday. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Here's Kamara. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Here's Curry. Pass to Green. Back to Curry. And stolen by Holiday. With some arc. O'Neal pulls it in. Here's Golden State. Trailing by 2. Outside Curry. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Outside Sharp. Lillard outside. Just 4 to shoot. Pass to Chamberlain. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to go on Draymond Green. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Legs, when you look at the maturation of Denny Avdia, just how good you think he can be.
Well, Brian, he is living up to being a top 10 pick. He has an all-around game, and more than anything, it's the force that he plays with. He is proving to be a real difference maker.
Pass to Lillard.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And it's Portland scoring again.
He's known for the long ball, but Lillard every bit as effective in the mid-range.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. So both teams changing it up here. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Melton outside. Pass to Curry. Over Lillard. Portland with a rebound.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
But that is the shot he should be looking for. He's just got to hope for better luck next time.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Brian?
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you. Now here's Green. Yet to see a basket. Now here's Melton. 6 to shoot. In transition. Sharp has the open look. Again, the miss by Portland. Warriors trail by 3. Curry looking it over. Goes up on the baseline. Good as the jump shot falls. Curry's got 7.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Sharp with it. Payton covering. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's a whistle. That goes on DeAnthony Melton.
Team foul.
That's his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Left side Curry. Over Grant. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close.
12.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And what stands out to you from the Trailblazers in this one?
Well, you have to look at the advantage they have in the turnover department. I mean, that's a huge advantage for them in this game.
Well, they're taking care of the ball on one end of the floor and then forcing mistakes on the other.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Melton with the ball. No points yet. On the wing, Curry. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
And a contract extension for Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups after last season, Tim.
Well, 6 months after he became a Hall of Famer. What a run for him, and he is somebody you root for, a quality person and a basketball lifer.
Yeah, you can tell Curry knows the angles, smartly setting up another guy.
And Lillard puts up a deep three. Another three for Portland.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
The steal. And here's Thibault. Pass to Graham. Outside Kamara. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Portland needs to get off a shot here. Grant's shot is off. Warriors trail by 9. They set a pick. Curry, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Now Graham hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Right side Holiday. Back to Grant. Outside Sharp. Connects from downtown. And the Trailblazers lead by 12. And Tim, 1 year you shot over 50% from the field and from three-point range. Not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the three could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter?
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
Now here's Grant. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Okay, Legs, I'm making you commissioner of the league for a day. You get one rule change. What is it?
I think we have to look at a time limit on some of these replays. I know we want to get them right, but for me, if you're taking that long, it can disrupt the rhythm of the game.
Totally agree.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Grant with it. O'Neal covers. Clingan. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And at his size, Clingan is always an above-the-rim threat.
Outside Curry. Curry splashing one down from three.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Sharp. Henderson left side. And he makes it on the layup. Henderson's got his first points in this one.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Screen by O'Neal. Outside, Green. Grant with a steal. Fast break, here we go. Rebounded by Green.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Outside Curry. From behind the arc. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Sharp. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. .27 seconds left in the second period. And here's Curry for three. Portland with a rebound. Right side Kamara. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hang it up there like that. Back to Pajemski. Here's Santos. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Portland ahead. They lead by 13. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. It's a 13-point game. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. That'll be their second of a 5-game stretch at home.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Damian Lillard talked about what it would mean to his legacy to win a title. He said, "My body of work does speak for itself. I don't think I have to prove it to anybody. It's more for myself, honestly. And I just want to be like, yeah, I've done all these things, but I want a championship too." Back to you guys.
Chasing that ring. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And legs the impact of Toumani Camara. A big reason the Blazers have been ahead of schedule.
Yeah, Brian, he is a classic example of a guy who doesn't need the ball to make a big impact on your team. He does all of the little things that help you win.
A coach's dream, making a name for himself now.
Leaves a lot of skin on the floor.
And that's a veteran move by Lillard to see the D closing and get the shot away.
And here's Curry for three. Great positioning on the putback.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Outside Thibault.
Shaquille O'Neal. First personal foul. First team foul.
Right side Sharp. The three, here's Lillard. And that one falls. His fifth basket in 7 tries.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
To the inside. Tim, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, just how hard of a worker is this guy?
Well, he's just exceptional. That gritty style of play is what makes him so respected, B.A. And as we know, he has a way of rising to the occasion.
Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have left, Grant?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long time. But what separates him from the pack is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
And here's Curry for three. And again, no good by Golden State.
He just can't find a consistent way to score. And this team could certainly use it.
Looking to get it going. And it's good for 2. Curry's got 12.
In that mid-range area, it's important for Curry to have that quick release.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Count that bucket. Curry's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, that's just a great decision by Curry, and it's the right read at the right time.
A nice shot by Lillard.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
To the paint.
Paul George can do it all on the floor, including operate that pick and roll. Beautiful find.
And Lillard, here we go. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Paul George.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Free throw good, Lillard. All right, Legs, you look at the leap the Blazers have taken. What's the biggest factor?
I think it's the fact they've added a lot of defense to their front court, which has really set the tone for their team, and it's an identity they're going to continue to build on.
Talent on the floor and stability in the head coaching position.
Key factors, for sure.
Now here's Klingon. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Outside Curry. Shot on the wing. And the basket is good.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now here's Klingon. Back to Sharp. There's the triple. Sinks the tray. Sharp's got 6 points.
And you see right there the practice time Sharp's put in. Sound shooting mechanics for a guy who hasn't played a lot of games in his career.
The three. The shot by Podziemski, no good.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Pass to Kamara. To the right side. Takes a three. And it's Jordan with the rebound. This Warrior squad is struggling. Outside Podziemski. On the wing, Curry. Releases. Here's Jordan. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Jordan's gotten his second bucket.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
28.
Just a big-time effort for Damian Lillard, providing. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Now here's Thibault. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Henderson. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards and defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer. Yeah, we know Edgecombe has the athleticism to get through that inside resistance, but the control is also impressive.
Thibault on the wing. Pass to Krejci. From downtown, the Warriors pull it in. Green, a screen. Here's Edgecombe. Missed inside. Trailblazers lead by 22. Now Thibault. Green covering. And here's Klingon. Oh, stolen by Payton. Green, a screen. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got his first basket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Trailblazers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Let's find out the news on Stephen Curry. Allie, what do you have?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Warriors provided some info for us. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. Nobody wants an injury, especially this early in the season, but the good news, he's been cleared by the training staff to play through it. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks. Unfortunately, that's not the news fans were hoping for.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
Well, you hate to see that. Let's hope the prognosis isn't as bad as it looks right now.
Trailblazers lead by 16. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And he powers it down. One-handed.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Well, a new era in Portland, Grant. Young, raw, and still finding their place.
Yeah, B.A., they've committed to growing through reps and putting in the time. The victories are hard-won, but a foundation is being laid.
And Tim, the Blazers front office aggressively seeking wing depth.
Yeah, and in Denny Advia and Toumani Camara, they've got some ringers. They are still young and tremendously talented. They might be set at the forward spot for a decade.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
That free throw no good. He's off on the second. Now the Warriors with it. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. And there's the screen. From downtown. Can't get it. Portland leading by 16. Outside Grant. Now Lillard. From deep. And that one falls. Now 10 for 12 with that make.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Some room here for George. Yes, sir. Hits the jumper.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Trailblazers.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Damian Lillard.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
51 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Podziemski. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors
Out of
ball.
bounds. Yeah, he was surprised by that. I don't think he knew the pass was for him.
And the Warriors with possession here. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Curry. Stolen by Sharp. Holiday looking for an opening. So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.